do this. And then let's do this. Okay. Judith, you're on. Can you do the other one what you did first?
I did.
No, you did like you had like the eyes open more kind of thing.
Okay, I'll try it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's really
Is
good.
that good?
Awesome. I like it. Yeah, it's great. Well, what is our director thinking? Rucha, what do you think?
Yeah, that looks good.
See, Rucha agrees. Okay, sweet. So next candidate is Arman, Investor Aid. Okay, so let's put you on the stage, on the center stage, on the Jumbotron. And okay, yeah, so Arman, you're up. I like that. I like that. Like that a lot. Rucha, what do you think?
Yeah, I also like that.
Nice. Okay, and so let's do like maybe one or two more just as kind of like just to like mix it up also as a backup. Jenny, do you want to take a shot?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna pin you and you're up. Oh,
I don't know.
okay, so could you kind of hold the shock expression
Yeah.
just a little bit longer because the laughter kind of phased in a little bit too fast. Okay, go. Okay, I like that. Rucha, is that good?
Yeah, that looks good.
Awesome. Okay, and then okay, Luis, do you want to take a shot?
Sure. Can't possibly be good, but I'll try.
Okay, you're up. Okay,
I
so
know.
yeah, so Luis, could you like basically just hold that for like 2 seconds? This way,
Okay.
then, you know, depending on how we edit it, we kind of need that expression to be a little bit static. Okay, so take two. Okay,
I guess it's the best I can do. So
that's okay. That's okay. Nick, you want to give a shot?
All right.
Okay. Nick, this is your big moment. You're going to be famous now. Okay, cool. So Nick, you're up. So give us surprise and shock. Okay, I like that. That was good. Thanks. Rucha, was that okay?
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, awesome. Okay, sweet. So okay, so we got the applause, we got the shock, we got a couple of, you know, like good shots. What else do we need?
I think the other ones are just of the main person.
Okay. Okay, cool. And basically, like, what do we want the main person to do?
So we have like all of the beginning stuff of him like spilling his coffee and then like sitting down his head in his hands. But then for the presentation, I think we just need some shots of him like actually presenting his product and like looking like super confident and like he knows what he's doing. He's like reliant on the product in his presentation.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, So, Rucha, like, do you know anyone who could kind of do that? Because I'm just thinking, right? Because if let's say if that character is one of us, and I mean I'll do that just kind of just to have as a backup, you know, for the purposes of kind of creating this like demo kind of like video, so to speak. But if that is the case, and if it turns out that the person that I pick does a freaking fantastic job, then it'll also mean that we then technically then lose an investor, right? You know, but but that's kind of like, let's say, the fallback plan. I guess the main question is like, do you know somebody who could, I don't know, do you have like a friend, brother, uncle, I don't know, like anyone?
I did do theater in high school, so I can ask them. I'm not sure like how available those people would be, but I can check.
Okay. Okay, so why don't you kind of like check and get back to us? And also, if everyone if everyone knows, if anyone knows someone who could potentially do this role of somebody who's like, is marketed as like, hey, you're going to be the star. And, or you potentially will be like internet famous after this and all that. So whatever works, if the person is shy and wants to be shy, then obviously don't say that. But if there's somebody that kind of is like an aspiring either model or actor or something, then say that obviously. Yeah. So if everyone can, yeah. So like for example, like Janice, like do you know anyone who could potentially kind of fill that role?
No, I don't. Sorry.
Okay. And Arman, what about you?
Like a kind of sad guy, right? Is that what we're going for?
No, no,
Or
no, no, no. So this, like, that's one of the scenes where it's like, oh, no. So that's one of the scenes, but the earlier scene is basically him like walking with a cup of coffee or something in his hand, and then also another scene where he's kind of doing something like this, like he's speaking to someone. That's kind of like what it is broadly for the most part.
so a guy that can walk with a cup of coffee and also speak to people.
Essentially, yes.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people could do that.
I know, but then it's a challenge, right? We're kind of like trying to do casting here, and we seem to be running to a bit of a roadblock because, some people don't know such a person, right? I mean, am I exaggerating? Am I exaggerating? Please keep me honest here, right? So Arman, like, as just kind of like full transparency here, I was actually thinking initially of like you to kind of play the role because you're like pretty expressive and stuff, and you have like the kind of, I think the personality to kind of carry this forward in like a fluid, effective kind of way. So I was thinking that you could like potentially take a stab at being the, let's say, the protagonist of this initially, just as a, let's say, to kind of like stitch together the main kind of like video. And I have a feeling that you're actually going to crush it. So we might actually need to find like a replacement for Investor 8, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I mean, sure, I'd be down. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So uh Rucha, I was going to say Investor 3. Rucha, if you could please kind of get with Arman and kind of just direct him accordingly so that he can obviously have you shared the deck in the WhatsApp?
Oh no, not yet.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, so maybe just share the deck in the WhatsApp, and this way he'll have a clearer idea as to what those different scenes are. And yeah, just like the two of you just kind of like tag team this and grab those kind of shots. And Arman, like for the initial thing, it doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be, like good enough. We're not kind of shooting for cons or anything here. So it has to be like, passable and good enough. And initially the footage will be used just to kind of stitch together the story. And once the kind of story comes together from a video standpoint, then we can refine it further and maybe have you do like a second take of this scene or a second take of that scene. But initially, it's just kind of like the basics, kind of like what you just said, Hey, do you know a guy that can walk and holding a cup of coffee? I mean, yes, that was the ask, So yeah. So okay, so I think we made a lot of progress there. I'm going to stop the recording now because this is kind of getting, kind of going off the rails.